Hey everyone, it's me, Monkey Man. Today I am here with a 1000 day hardcore world tour. As you can see by the day counter, I have just recently hit day 1000. So I wanted to make a video showing you guys what has happened in that time. It's also worth mentioning that this video will not only be a tour, it'll be more of a history. So I'm going to show you things in the order they were made and order of things I did and stuff like that. This video should be quite long because I've done quite a bit in this world that I want to show you. So right here, you'll notice I'm standing by nothing. There's nothing built here at all. But this is actually my world spawn. This is the block that this entire world started on, right here. The coordinates are 142, 63, negative 32. So first thing I did is I probably chopped some trees, but they're gone now. And I got all my gear, like iron armor and stuff, by mining around. And then I started going this way. In the beginning of the game, I had a quest to find a village. Villages are always how I start my worlds because they're very useful. And I found something quite special along the way that you'll see here shortly. And if you can see it already, it is a mesa biome. When this world started, I had found a mesa, which was quite special. And then I took a turn this way. And here you will see my village. This village is a bit bugged because this world was created before 1.17 was out. So I made the world in 1.17, and I made the world in 1.16. But once 1.17 came out, I updated the world. But all the villagers were deleted, and a bunch of the blocks were deleted as well. So I just changed the world back to 1.16.5. And I'm never gonna update this world to 1.17.5 because I want to avoid corruption like what happened here. But anyway, I settled the night here, and then I didn't want to live in the village. I wanted to live a little ways away, so I went this way. And I set up a lot of things here. The first thing is this little villager box. This is where I had all my villagers. I traded like mending books and stuff with them. That's how I got the first enchanted books I needed. A lot of stuff has been taken from this place because I moved. I don't live here anymore. But right here where this cobblestone was my nether portal. And right here was my enchantment setup. I had carrot and potato farms to sell to the farmer villager I had. Same with pumpkin and melon. I had a sugarcane farm that I used for early game, like fireworks for my elytra. And over here is my strip mine, which is where I got all the diamonds I needed for my first diamond armor and tools. Then I got all my gear. I went to the nether. I got some blaze rods. I can't really show that now because the portal's gone. But once I had all the eyes of Ender and I was ready to go face the dragon, I threw the eye and it led me this way. And this is where you'll find my stronghold. So, as you can see, I needed more pearls. I needed more ender pearls to light the portal. So I was bored, and I just built up a big tower. I placed blocks like that because I was waiting for nighttime for more endermen to spawn so I could get pearls. But if you follow me down here, this leads straight into my portal room. My portal room is nothing special. It's just a normal portal room. This water's here, so I can jump from the top with no fall damage. This nether portal is here for easy transportation, so I don't have to fly super far. So that's really that. So then, from here, I was ready to move out. After I'd killed the dragon and got my elytra, I didn't really want to live here anymore. This place was not up to my standards. So, what I did is I wanted to start an ocean monument project and have that be my base. So, the first step of making an ocean monument project is first finding an ocean monument. So, I just started exploring. So, I knew from a little bit of adventuring that there was an ocean over this little hill here. So, I started looking in this ocean. As you'll see, the ocean is appearing here. So, this is quite a long flight. I'll just cut to when I'm there. So, right here is the spot where I had built a cobblestone platform to get set up on the project, which is behind me. That's why I'm not turning around. So, but without any further ado, I'm going to turn on the shaders. And I present to you my ocean monument. So this, believe it or not, this is my home. This is where I live, and the chunks are taking a while to load because I got shaders on and I'm recording with OBS. But this is my home. This is where I live. This project used to just be the ocean monument and nothing else. The floor design, I was inspired by Looney's floor design. He has a great hardcore series. I recommend you watch it if you like watching hardcore Minecraft. I got the floor design from him. I did not come up with that, but everything else here was my idea that I had thought up on my own. So I'll go through the project. I'm gonna turn off shaders really quick. So the project started from the inside, believe it or not. So I was living here. My raft was actually connected to this wall, but I was living here. My first task was draining out the inside because the inside is flooded with water, and then I hollowed it out. After that, I built up sand walls like around the monument, just the monument itself, and I drained them with sand, like entirely sand, and nothing else, which took a long time. And by the time I drained out the inside, it was day 94 at this point. Yeah, I think it was day 94 when I finished draining out the inside. But I'd finished. So once I finished draining out the inside, I put up some sand walls around the monument, and then I drained above it. And once that was done, I had killed a lot of guardians and stuff, so I had a lot of prismarine. So what I did is I wanted to have a circle, like a big circle surrounding the ocean monument, like you see this big circle. And then I placed. So at this point there was still water here, so I dropped sand down to make a giant wall, like circular wall of sand. I used circular. I made a circular wall of sand, and then I started by cutting off small sections of the circle and just using the sponges to dry them. But this method proved to be really slow, and it'd take like 2 days just to get like 5 blocks wide of water gone. So I went to YouTube and I looked up Minecraft water draining machine, and I found a video by Ilmango. He did a great tutorial on the machine. If you need to drain out a large body of water, there will be a link in the description to the video, because it was just such a great video and it helped me a lot. So I think I'll put up a video of the draining machine working really quick. Once the area had been done draining, what I did was I removed so I placed glass in front of the sand. So like I placed it under the prismarine, because all these sea lanterns used to be prismarine. So I placed glass under it, and then I removed all of the sand that was surrounding the walls, And I can also put a picture up of what that looked like when the sand was gone. And at that point, I was like, this is looking pretty cool. So I had a beacon by this point in the game. I had a single beacon. So what I did is I'd put it in a single spot. Like, I'd put it here, and then I'd mine out all this area, because you can see this used to be a mountain, but I just, well, not a mountain, but like a hill, but I just replaced it with prismarine because I think it looks nicer. But the ground was never flat like this. It used to be all bumpy. So I leveled out the ground. Like, the ground was all leveled out. And then I went to the nether, gathered tons of blackstone, which is this black block here, blackstone, and magma, which is this red block here, because I knew that I wanted to use blackstone and magma, so I collected a lot of shulker boxes full of each material. And I started laying down the floor, and the technique I used for this was kind of just like slowly moving my mouse and right-clicking like this. And yes, the magma does do damage, which is kind of a downside, but I never really walk on this floor. I'm only really doing this for the world tour. But once I had laid down the floor, the monument still looked quite boring. So I changed it up a little bit. It now looks like this. I replaced a bunch of the prismarine with blackstone, as you can see. So this all used to be prismarine, same with here. And I didn't make this pattern. There used to be dark prismarine here, but I just replaced it with sea lanterns, and I think it made like this really cool design. There used to be like dotted blocks right here that would just poke out, and I replaced those with sea lanterns. And yeah, that was really it to that point. I can go inside the monument now, which is where I started working next. So as you walk in, as you can see, there's a nice little entranceway. This is my storage room. This is where pretty much the world is made from, pretty much, because this is where all of my resources are. It's very unorganized, as you can see, just torch spam everywhere, but this is where all my resources are. I have a lot of resources, so this wall will be filled with chests, so will this one, but these two already are complete. But this floor design is actually intended for shaders because it looks kind of weird without them. So see, the floor looks a lot cool. It looks a lot nicer in here with shaders on. So once I had finished this room, I needed access to more guardian resources. So what I went and did is I researched how guardian farm spawning mechanics worked, and I designed my own guardian farm. I say designed when it's really just water and some campfires. So how this works is I can fly away really quick to over here, and you should see guardians will spawn up in the water, and then they will fall down because the water is pushing them downwards. And then they get pushed into campfires, and those campfires are hoppers, which funnel their resources into these chests, and I have quite a lot stockpiled up. But if I go up this bubble elevator, which is how I get back up, you can see I have a lot of these resources. Like, I've had this farm for a long time now, so I have quite a bit. I burned all my fish because this farm makes fish faster than I can eat it, because fish is my main food source. So, but I can eat fish faster. It makes fish faster than I can eat, so I just sometimes have to dispose of it because it'll just fill up my chests. This is the smithing table I used to get my netherite, which is pretty cool. Next part of the world I will show is back here. This is my mob head room. It's supposed to have a lot of mob heads on the walls, but it doesn't yet because I haven't taken the time to get any mob heads. As you can see, there's a nice little window that goes to the Guardian Farm, so you can see the Guardian Farm working. This mob head is quite special. I got it without using a channeling trident. It was in the middle of a thunderstorm when I was working outside of the monument, and a creeper got zapped by lightning just naturally, and I used that creeper to blow up a zombie, which gave me this mob head, so that's why it's pretty special. There's a little like chandelier there. Over here, first of all, I'll show there is a little exit out the back if I ever need to leave out the back. Right here, there is my hall of armor, is what I call it. What this basically is I'm collecting armor, like each set of armor that's in the game, enchanted. So iron, chain, and gold, I am all collecting from mobs, from like mob drops. But iron and diamond, I'm gonna gather from end cities. So that's this room. Over here, this is quite a cool fish tank. Yeah, these fish aren't just any like normal fish that I grabbed. These fish actually spawned in the water, like the area where I was draining out the monument. So they every so often when I felt like it, I'd go grab a fish and put it in the box, and I'd name it. All of them have names, so they're pretty cool because they're like an artifact in the world. Over here, if we go up these stairs, this is my bedroom. There used to be water behind this glass, but then I realized guardians were spawning in there, and I didn't want guardians in my bedroom. I got some decorative chains with lights. This is my bed. This is where I sleep. Right here is pretty cool. This is what the monument looks like on a map. So as you can see, that green arrow, that's me. But one annoying thing about this is, and this is completely out of my control, is see the gap between here and here? It's way smaller than here and here. There's nothing I can really do about that. I kind of just gotta deal with it. But that's the bedroom. We'll go back down the staircase. There's a giant window to the Guardian Farm, so you can see the Guardian Farm working. These are 2 skeleton horses. I got these skeleton horses in the same thunderstorm that I got my first mob head in, so they're just in here chilling. Over here is a little wall of water. These fish, I didn't put them in here. They naturally spawned in here because they can. Here's another window to the Guardian Farm. That's kind of like a thing I have a lot. I have 3 windows to the Guardian Farm. But this way, we walk down the hallway, is my enchantment setup. This is my anvil. I got a grindstone, a chest with all my lapis. This is a max level enchantment setup, so you can get max level enchantments with it. It's really nice. I don't really use it that much because of how far into the game I am, but it's just nice to have. It's just nice to have when I need it. Got another little exit hall, and this right here. I have a Riptide Trident. I got this a while ago. This is how I get out of my base. I just fly away like this. That's why that pool is there. And as you can see, it's got like a bridge across the top. So you can, if you need to get from there to there, you can without having to go in the water. Last part of the actual monument itself is actually not a part of the monument at all. It's completely beneath it. So everything is down here. As you can tell, this area does not look nice at all. This is my industrial area. So right here, this is a large-scale bamboo farm. So if I go down this tunnel, it's also very loud. But there is a massive bamboo farm here. And if you know how this bamboo farm works, you're probably thinking it is broken. It's not. I just have enough bamboo right now that I don't need it, so I made it toggleable. So you see there's this redstone line that goes all the way back here. And this lever is what makes the bamboo farm be able to turn on and off again. And this is where all the bamboo is funneled into. As you can see, I don't need any more bamboo because it's full right now. Over here is where all the bamboo goes. This is my industrial super smelter. This is 16 furnaces, so it's 16 times faster than a normal furnace. So all you do is put the items you want to smelt in this chest and put the fuel in this chest, and you flick the levers and then it will run and all of your items will go into this chest. Right here, this is actually a farm, believe it or not. It looks really tiny, but it's actually the biggest farm here. If I go up, I don't really do this much, but I'll do it just for right now. This is my creeper farm. The design is by Logical Geek Boy. I will leave a link to the farm in the description. The farm is a really good farm. It's not like 100% perfect, so sometimes it makes other mob drops, but that's just me building it bad. I didn't build it correctly, but honestly it doesn't matter to me if I occasionally have to throw out some rotten flesh. And this is where all the gunpowder goes. And this is the last farm. This is so everything here has been designed by me, besides the bamboo farm and the creeper farm. So pretty much only half of the things are my design. This is a sugarcane farm, and I'm just gonna quickly dig in so you can see it working. Oh, just dug into the creeper farm by accident. Oh my gosh. I just fixed it. I know I broke it, but I fixed it. What it does is when I press this button, it will activate the flying machine. So I'll press the button really quick. It activates the flying machine. The flying machine breaks all the sugarcane. Sometimes a little bit will get stuck up here. That really doesn't matter to me. You see, like right there. And the flying machine goes back. And then let me just repair the wall really quick. You send out the hopper minecart, and it'll go and collect all of the sugarcane and put it into this chest. And then I have a crafting table here, so I can just make my rockets right here, right now. So that is all that's beneath the monument. And then that leads us over to here. This right here is completely decorative. It has no purpose at all besides just looking cool, because I thought that the monument on its own needed something. So I just built a little mountain with a waterfall. I think it's pretty cool. It took an entire day, just one day, to make this. There's a little pond up at the top. We have some trees, and a poor squid died. But there's like some vines drooping over the edge into there's some hanging lanterns. I love the way these hanging lanterns look. I think they're super cool. So yeah, that's that build. Over here, there's this like big old boulder. This is my nether portal. This is how I get in and out of the nether. And I didn't want the portal just out in the open, so I built a big old rock over top of it. So that is that. Once the nether portal was completed, I called this project done. So this project is a completed project. There's still some work to do here and there, but I really don't care. In the next part of the world, we have to go through a little area that's a spoiler, so I'm just gonna cut when I get to where I need to be. And here I am in my stronghold portal room. This is what I did next in the world. I have always been a fan of mega projects, but I'd never done one until that ocean monument. So I wanted to do another one, and I wanted to make the end my next one. So let's go see what I did. So over this way is just a simple Enderman farm, which got me my early game enchantments. And then this way is where it gets cool. this is my end dimension. My end dimension, it's a little nuts, you know. As you can see, I removed all of the obsidian pillars down to ground level. There's still more I need to mine on them, but they're all the way down to the ground level. As you can see, I've outlined a circle with obsidian, and I'm going to mine that entire circle down to void, which you can see I've started on here. The reason there is these lines is because that's where the TNT dupers ran, because I used TNT duping flying machines to break the end stone. Here's a quick little video of them working. And if you're wondering how much obsidian I got from mining down the pillars, well, I got quite a bit. There is a lot of obsidian here. But I realized that I jumped into this project way too soon, because at this point in the game I hadn't had much like infrastructure set up. All I had was that monument project, really. So I took a quick little break, which was the most pretty recent thing I did, and I decided I need 2 farms in this world. I need an XP gold farm, and I need a wither skeleton farm. So let's go see those. This part is what I skipped because it's a spoiler, but if we go through the portal, you'll see I am on the roof of the Nether, which is not intended by Mojang, at least I think so. But I could have died by getting up here, and I'll explain how. So, over here, you can see something illegal. Broken bedrock. But I did this completely vanilla, no cheats, nothing at all. So, the way you do this is, so there's a bedrock right here. It has to be on this specific block, so you can't do it like on this one. It has to be up here. So, what you do is you go like this. Here, I'll place a stone as an example. You go like this, you hold space, and you look right here at the edge of the ladder's hitbox, and you throw an ender pearl, which, resulting in that, will put you above the nether roof, right here. But there was an issue when I did that. I think Mojang tried to add like a fix or something to stop players from doing this. So what happened was I went above the nether roof, I stood on this block, I was like, yay, I made it. But I fell through, and I'm suffocating in this bedrock block right here. So I'm just continuously starting to lose my health. So I started panicking, and I'm like spamming space and control, because control is my crouch button. And I was like stressing out. I started spamming ender pearls, and with just a little amount of health left, I was able to get back above the roof. And then I built the machine that breaks the bedrock. I broke the bedrock, and I took a little break that day because I was just so stressed. As you can see in the distance is my gold farm. Again, this is my design gold farm. You can't really find a tutorial for this farm anywhere because it's my design. But the way this farm works is what you do is you anchor a pigman, and then you stand right here. They will go into this hole, which is a very deadly hole. They fall in here and get entity crammed. Entity cramming is a feature in Minecraft where if there are 24 entities in a single cubic meter, they will start to die. So once the piglin falls in there, it will die, and it counts as a player kill, so it drops XP. And this guy is here. His name is the Royal Lord Jello 2, because the first one died. His job is to keep all the new piglins that spawn in to be angry, to remind them that they're angry at me, so I don't have to like shoot at them constantly. This right here is just how I get up. And right down here is the auto storage. This is a little auto sword burning system, and it's quite loud, so I'll turn down my volume because this farm is like super loud. I'll just set my volume to like 1. But what this does, it automatically sorts the rotten flesh, golden ingots, and gold, and it burns the swords. This is where I craft all the gold into gold blocks. This is how much I have currently. I have quite a bit. It's a lot, but I'll quickly show you this farm working. So the way you use it is you take your bow and you shoot. Okay, well, you don't one hit them. You damage a piglin. They all get angry, and then they'll start to run towards you. And as you can see, they're falling in the hole and dying. And all the XP, as you can see, like right there, beneath me is coming up to me, and I'm collecting it. So that's how this farm works. I'll try to demonstrate. When a new group of piglins spawn in, they become angry because that Royal Lord Jello 2 is there, but I can't see them spawn. Okay, so right there, they immediately got angry as soon as they spawned in. So that's what he's there for. And down here is the auto storage. As you can see, it made that much stuff that fast. So that's how this farm works. On to the next part of the world. So once this part of the world was done, I had a gold farm. I decided I'm gonna make everything you need to get fully powered beacons, and gold blocks is checked off the list already, so might as well get a wither farm project going. So I went beneath the nether roof, I went back into the lower nether, and I started looking for a good fortress. And I found one. I'll quickly take it to you. It's going to take a while to get there, though. So here we are, arriving at the farm. As you can see, this looks insane. Well, not every block, but because it's hard to find every single block, but most of the blocks in this area are not able to have mobs spawn on them. So as you can see, there's usually tons of mobs in a fortress, but right now there is none. So if we fly over this way, we will see the farm itself. The farm is not complete. I need more wither roses, but I just can't be bothered to do that right now because I've literally spent like 20 hours just on this farm. If we go down here, also if you turn your render distance to 2 chunks, spawn rates are better for this farm, and you just wait. A bunch of skeletons will fall into here, and then you kill them. And as you can see, I've piled up a lot of loot after a long time, and this is not an auto sorter, so whenever I get a sword, I just chuck it out of the chest. So this farm is amazing, and it has allowed me to do this, which I'll quickly show what I mean. I got all of these beacons, 56 beacons, in a single day. One day, I got 56 beacons, which is crazy. That's how quick this farm is. And it's also kind of good for XP. It's not like the best XP farm, but it's alright. So, I now have acquired 28 wither skulls, which is the perfect amount to get me the rest of the beacons I need to have a stack. So, on to the last part of this tour. So, the last thing in this world is in my end dimension. It is this tiny little box. Very, very simple little box, but it's like super exciting for how simple it is. What this does is you place the soul sand like this, and you place the skulls like this, and you might be concerned, like, you are very dumb, you just summoned a wither over a void, that's going to be a very tough fight. I am not. It is stuck. I will literally take, the most damage I'll take is half a heart, and that's only happened once in the, like, almost 50 wither fights I've done. Anyway, basically, it gets the wither stuck in the bedrock, and you can just crit it out without dying. Or taking any damage whatsoever. This hopper system is not to collect the nether stars, but it still does collect the nether stars. Its purpose is there's supposed to be chickens here there's chickens here, and what they do is they lay an egg, and then this dispenser dispenses the egg, and then a chicken shoots up and it spawns in a baby chicken. This is just so I can automatically make more chicken, because I use chickens for the wither roses, because when you kill a creature with a wither, it drops a wither rose, and those are needed for the guardian, not the guardian farm, the wither skeleton farm. So I'm just gonna finish up killing these withers. I'll be back in a second. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been my 1000 Days Hardcore World Tour. I will see you later. Bye.